Uh, Yesterday, I spoke to one of my friends in India. He's a young chap. He's in his 20s. And a very enterprising guy. He has his own, like kind of a business. So we were just talking, and I asked him, what news channels do you subscribe to? And he told me, no, I don't subscribe to any news channel. I have uninstalled and removed, and I don't like listening to news channels. So I said, oh really, okay. What about games? Do you play any games? So he said, no, I don't play any games. I don't have time. So I said, then what do you do? He said, I'm working, and when I'm free, I'm studying and learning. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty amazing. So then I asked him, like, why you don't listen to any news channels? Because in India, people are crazy about news. He gave me an answer which really resonated with me. He said, if you listen to, in India, there is BJP and there's BJP and everything else, okay? So he said the BJP media, the BJP sponsored media, or the media that supports BJP, will only talk good about BJP and bad about everyone else. But the other media that does not like BJP, everything that BJP does, they will talk bad about it and speak good about everything else. So he said there is no honest journalism. And almost every day there is fake news. So I was like, interesting. And then we started to discuss about different matters. Like, for example, I'll give you, this Asian American, American Asian hate, or Asian American hate, or hate crimes. Okay. Now just, you tell me if I'm wrong, okay? This narrative that Joe Biden and his government is saying, what they are saying is, this Asian American hate, or the Democrats are saying, is because of Donald Trump and white supremacy, okay? This was the narrative that was being told to everyone. Asian hate or hate crimes is because of Donald Trump and white supremacy. You correct me if I'm wrong or right. This is what they have said. So I was like, shit, man, it's really bad. And so I started watching these videos. Almost every news channel is saying the same thing. Hate crimes or Asian hate against Asians is because of white supremacy, is because of Donald Trump. Okay? But then, to my surprise, when I saw the video of this Asian lady or Chinese lady, or whatever, Chinese American or whatever, who was pushed and who was stomped, it is so horrifying. If you see the video, the guy is actually stomping on her head and body. Just, she's just walking, he just pushes and stomps her. When you see the video, you'll realize the guy who did it is, there is no way to prove that he is part of Donald Trump's team. And the second thing is, he's not white. He is, I think, African American. So they call it African American. Basically, he's black. So I was like, what the fuck is this? He is not even white. He's not in, like, they say, white supremacy. And then I was curious and I started to look at other crimes. These Asian crimes that are happening, they push this Asian man, or he fell down and died, and they are not being done by white guys. They are being done by black guys. Now, please don't start taking this video as, okay, we should hate blacks. No. I'm just addressing a specific issue because this was targeted at white people. See, like there was this other video that was shown, this Asian guy in a store, and this one person pushing this Asian lady. That guy was black. The other one where this guy was being robbed at gunpoint or something, that guy was black. So then why is this narrative being drummed up that it's white supremacy? Which part of this is white supremacy? And then, please explain to me, see, here's a very simple thing. Please explain to me, if crimes are taking place, let's say a robbery is taking place or a murder is taking place, how, what, On what basis do you associate this with Donald Trump or Joe Biden? I mean, if that is the case, let's say, I'm sure you will say, Loy, but they said, I support Donald Trump. Okay. You remember the New Zealand shooting? That guy said he was inspired by Nelson Mandela. That guy who was shooting other people, he said he's inspired by Nelson Mandela, and I think by one cartoon, Bugs Bunny or something. I don't know. Or Sesame Street or something. So now, if a psychotic killer says, I was inspired by Nelson Mandela, do we call Nelson Mandela a terrorist? Or do we say that Nelson Mandela is, preaching hate crimes? But I'm pretty sure if that same guy, that New Zealand shooter was said, I'm inspired by Donald Trump, immediately all Democrats, every news channel that hates Donald Trump would have said, Donald Trump made this. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. You explain to me if I'm right or wrong. See, we're living in a day and age where I think, the media channels are not stupid. They know 80%, let's go with the 80-20 principle. 80% of the population are idiots. They don't use their brains. They will just, whatever you feed them, they will swallow. I mean, you don't need to look very far. In my groups, in my WhatsApp groups, sometimes I just check what is the conversation. Like brainless idiots, they will just keep blabbering, blah, 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 blah. It is, you get, you get like brain fucked. That's what they say. I don't know if that's a term also. Today you have every Tom, Dick and Harry who believes he's an expert. For example, cryptocurrencies. How many fucking experts are there? Just go online, on Facebook, YouTube. How many guys are experts? Oh, what the fuck you know about Bitcoin? Ha, 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 ha. How many people have Bitcoins? How many people have like actual number of Bitcoin? Actual. I'm not talking of 0.00001 of a Bitcoin. Actual, like 100 Bitcoins, 1,000 Bitcoins. Maybe few, okay? Few people. How many people have been into it for years? By being into it, I'm talking of putting your skin in the game, okay? Not quickly making money. And then, how many people are just researching about Bitcoin? They'll read one article. And the problem is, the people who are actually in cryptos, in blockchain, they don't have time to argue, debate, fight. They're busy making their money. Fine. These idiot students and jobless fucking idiots, and some guy working as a cook or a cleaner or a receptionist who has 0.000 some number of zeros, this thing, who made $100 profit buying and selling, who talk big. Oh, what the fuck you know about Bitcoin? Ha ha ha. Agreed. I also don't know much about Bitcoin. Whatever I've read, using a little bit of my common sense, I've told you what will happen. Okay, I never stated I'm an expert on cryptos. Never. Why should I? I'm not stupid. Okay. But these jobless idiots, oh, what the fuck you know about Bitcoin? Ha ha ha. LOL, lol. Internet, lol. And they'll put a emoji and they feel they are smart. In fact, the height of stupidity is when you have these, 20-year-olds, youngsters, and oh, they are experts about Obama's vision. They are experts about BJP, about Elon Musk. Wow, they know so much. Nowadays, if you talk to any youngster, wannabe rich youngster, he'll say, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a consultant. I work, in coactive spaces. I am location independent. Oh, I have a team somewhere. Oh, yeah, I made around millions last year, millions. I'm a, entrepreneur. Yes. What do you do? Oh, I deal with commodities, stocks, shares, Bitcoin, cryptos. I deal with all this. But then, I can assure you, if you meet them face to face, he'd be staying in some dilapidated old building, earning some fucking peanuts. Total utter failure in his career, total utter failure in his job. Nobody takes him seriously in society. Nobody. Financially, hardly has any money. But online, he is like, wow, the big dog. You know, he's like, look at this, squished chicken, squished dried chicken. No, that was a graphic. Yeah, it's so stupid, man. And I'll tell you, forget these youngsters, even these grown-ass people, the shit that they talk. See, the problem is, today we have media now that just gives you one side of the story. The media that supports one side will only give that side. The media that supports the other side will only give stories of that side. And it gives you a headache, man. Like, I listened to Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens. After some time, you start getting a headache. Oh my God. This is so fucking crazy. Imagine, being an atheist, I said, oh my God. Because they are relentless. They don't stop. Like this guy, Chowder Bits, now he has got suspended on YouTube. He is also part of the team of, Ben Shapiro, and they think like him. And then you have, YouTube, Twitter, Google, that supports one narrative. Example I'll give you. Jack Dorsey. Okay, he said, what did he say? He said, oh, we messed up, and we censored New York Times or Washington Post or something, where they had exposed Biden's son, who was involved in some illegal gun trade or some shit like that. Okay, they had blocked them from commenting for 2 weeks. Now, here's the funny thing. Twitter will only make a mistake with blocking bad news only related to Democrats, Joe Biden, and them, all these people. It will never make a mistake of blocking bad news related to Donald Trump. Why is that? Have you ever thought about it? Why is it these guys make mistakes only related to one political spectrum, not the other side? And then you have this bullshit that goes on. You can clearly make out the bullshit here. I mean, come on, do you need brains for this? Like, example, I'll give you. What's his name? Apple. Apple says we need to save the environment, carbon footprint. Okay, let me break this down. Apple before came in a box. Okay, it came in a box. In that box came an iPhone, little bit of literature, a wire, a charging brick. Okay, all in one box. And if you had to get this box, it would be shipped or delivered by Amazon in a cardboard box by a guy driving a scooter and goes in the plane. Okay, fine. So that time, Apple gave one box. Now Apple is saying we are saving what carbon footprint? We are saving the planet. Okay, so what did they do? iPhone separate, charging brick separate, wire is separate. Okay, all three are separate, and accessories separate. Okay, fine. Before they used to give earpods and wire. Now that also separate. Now each product has its own unique box that's wasting paper, that's having its own literature that wastes the environment, resources, that has plastic, that comes in an Amazon box, that again puts pressure on the environment. That in turn, each one has to be delivered separately. That in turn burns fossil fuels. And where the iPhone before was, let's say, $500 or $600, and you get everything. Now, to get the same phone, instead of $500 or $600, you spend $800, $900 for the same phone, or $1,000. Please explain to me what carbon footprint. Seriously, what carbon footprint? Who are we making? Are we stupid? That is the reason I hate corporates. That's the reason I hate this corporate world. And They tell you lies and show as if they're genuine about it. For example, when the iPhone comes out, have you noticed? iPhone, for example, iPhone 5, new and improved, the most powerful. What they'll do, they'll change the button on the left hand side. Then they'll say, oh wait, my keys. Then they'll say, the next iPhone, new and improved, they'll change the button on the right hand side. Next year they'll say, new and improved iPhone, they'll change the speaker. Then they'll say, new and improved iPhone, okay, we are bringing facial recognition. Next year, new and improved, okay, we are bringing fingerprint scan. Have you ever thought about it that Apple has all these features already in advance? Samsung, if you check Samsung phones or Android phones, all the features that Apple is coming out with, it already has. It's not something new. But the reason why they come out with one small improvement every year and they give this bullshit about new and improved, most amazing, wow, so that they can sell new units. And there are idiots who will buy the iPhone 6, then they'll buy iPhone 7, then they'll buy iPhone 8. Every year they'll keep buying. But if on the other hand, if Apple were to give all the improvements in one phone, next year nobody will buy, right? So the game plan is to make sure, they call it planned obsolescence, no? They make sure that the phone will have limited features and it will die out slowly. And the public buys into all this shit. You think, like for example, people who talk highly about Elon Musk. Oh, Elon Musk, visionary. Oh, Bitcoin, yay, dodgy coin, yay. You seriously think he's in love with you? You think he has his best interest for you? Which part of him being a billionaire doesn't it register in your head that he's interested to make money by playing around with whatever loopholes of the system he has? See, these billionaires make money, and then there are idiots like you who fall for it. Sometimes makes me wonder when people will use common sense. Like for example, they always say, oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh, yeah, you're still promoting racism. Only black lives matter, not white, not yellow, not any other color. Instead of saying united we stand, all lives matter, stop oppression of any particular community. No, black lives matter. And then you have this guy, what is his name? That George Floyd. The guy was a fucking criminal, man. Come on. Check the video, the actual video footage of his arrest. Okay, agreed that putting the thigh on the neck, the full weight on the neck, I can't breathe. That was really bad. That was horrible. But before that video, before that part of the video, check before what happened. When the officer was holding his hands at the back, he was saying, I can't breathe. When he was putting him inside the police car, he said, I can't breathe. When he was arresting him, he said, I can't breathe. And this guy was into drugs and all that. Even it seems he harmed a a pregnant woman. And we are portraying this guy as a hero. We are not portraying. It's the politicians who are leveraging on this incident to further their agenda. You think these black politicians really care about black people? Come on, man, use your brains. All politicians only care about their pockets. Like for example, people believe, oh, Obama will be elected, black lives will change. They were literally having tears in their eyes. Oh, change. What change? Why are you so stupid, man? See, if you start believing that if a politician succeeds, your life will change, you're the biggest idiot on the planet. Politicians don't give a fuck about you specifically. They are looking at the larger picture, and most importantly, they are looking at their own pockets. Every politician, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's Obama, whether it's Biden, yes, they will do a little bit of here and there, but it's a dirty game of politics. When will you understand that? You are just stupid to believe, oh, Biden will come, oh, he'll change. Oh, Obama will come, oh, he'll change. Change, yes, we can. Please, request to use common sense. That is why I stopped reading self-improvement books. That is why I stopped all these online gurus from Tony Robbins to everyone else. And that's why when I read news, which I have to because I'm into the business world, I check both sides of the narrative. And I evaluate based on my own conclusions. I don't ask anyone to conclude for me. I'm just requesting you use your common sense, guys. Just use your fucking common sense. I don't know when you guys will use it, but I hope you do. And remember, all you need to do is take some time, think. Use a little bit of common sense, think. Why is the media telling you this? What do they want you to believe? How do they want you to act? And then you'll realize where the whole popular crowd goes, you shouldn't go in that direction. Because what they're doing is like the Pied Piper, taking all the people and they will jump off a fucking cliff or they'll vanish. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Alright, you guys take care.